everyone. This is my first time communicating with you directly. I've wanted to do this for so long, but didn't get the courage to do it, and I kept delaying it. But now I think it's time I better start doing that, and let you know what really goes on behind this pink and happy channel. It's not all flowery and bright being an online content creator. Although most of what you've seen on this channel is me sounding encouraging and motivating, the reality is far different from that. I have my struggles. In fact, I have a lot of them. And I think I can't keep going without communicating this realistic side to you. Sometimes, I feel fed up with social media. Thanks to its negative effects, at some point in time, drawing became a chore. I admit that in the recent years, my drawing has become more focused on the outcome rather than the process itself. I draw mainly to upload and share my works and keep my social media active so people don't forget me. But if I'm not enjoying it, and if I'm forcing myself, what's the point? This is one of the reasons why I kept thinking I shouldn't pursue art full-time, because I tried it 3 years ago and it didn't really work. So I thought it would be better to draw on the side while pursuing a job in the real life. I tried the latter though, and it wasn't pleasant at all. In fact, it affected my drawing skills even more negatively. The jobs I undertook were not in the creative field, so every day I came home drained and de-inspired. I was falling into a huge pit of darkness and de-inspiration, and was on the very verge of quitting drawing. Leaving that uncreative career path was not an option for me back then. I had to do it even if I hated it. But thankfully, some things changed recently, and I got back the freedom of pursuing the career path I desire. And after all I went through, I believe being an anime artist is the best path for me. I don't want to go too deep into my dilemma of the career path because it's a very long topic. But yeah, I decided this time I'll try again with being a full-time artist. I thought since I have the audience, all I needed to do was just be active again. Draw and upload, draw and upload, draw and upload, and that's it, problem solved. I thought that simply doing that would compensate for my inactivity in the past 2 years. But the reality is completely different. That's not how social media works. Social media makes you thrive if you're an active content creator. It requires you to be available on a usual basis. Once you be absent for a while, you're forgotten. No matter how many followers you have, no matter how big of feedback you received in the past, it's all forgotten and buried. It's like you have no right to disappear for a while and gather yourself together and figure your life out. You're simply forgotten and hidden by the unfair algorithms. Unless you were so lucky to have a number of people who remember you and were missing your presence. So you come back active on social media, but it's all different now. To receive the recognition you used to get, you'd have to start from zero and build yourself up the ladder again. Sometimes even that feels so hard that it would be easier to just start fresh on a new account. Which I believe is the reason why many artists all of a sudden decide to move to new accounts. Personally, I never wanted to be obsessed with numbers, whether likes or followers or views. But the harsh reality is that if you want to make a career of your art online, you need those. You thrive on them. Your very success is totally dependent on how big your audience is. So you eventually become obsessed. You start to monitor your numbers. That's increasing, that's decreasing, that's unusual, and so on. And, you guessed it, I'm guilty of that too. What opened my eyes was noticing how unusual my channel has been operating. For a channel of more than 100,000 subscribers, I get an average number of less than 2% of my subscribers actually viewing my new videos. Frankly speaking, from an economic point of view, this is totally not worth the effort I put in. I get countless comments saying that my channel is underrated and it actually hurts. I got frustrated. After all the hard work and time I invested in this channel, I feel like I lost most of it. Although I've been uploading weekly for nearly 2 months, nothing changed. But oh well, my subscribers are not to be blamed. It's one of two. Either my content is no longer interesting, or it's simply not reaching my audience. And in that case, the algorithm of YouTube is to be blamed. This got me to start thinking, What am I doing? Why has it come to this? Why am I living in constant stress, wanting to continuously create videos just to upload and keep the channel alive? Since when did I start caring for quantity over quality and enjoyment? I'll tell you. Since I started my YouTube channel, my drawing frequency became tied to the free time I get to record my process. If inspiration comes to draw and I didn't have the chance to record, I'd postpone drawing until I get the chance to. But guess what? Inspiration doesn't get tucked into a drawer and wait for you to pick it up again. It just goes away. So drawing became completely connected to my chance of recording my process. That was especially true during the time I was busy with my real-life jobs, because I had so little time and energy. And as a result, the quality of my artworks degraded, and I barely improved. In 2 years' time, I can count on my fingers the drawings I did without recording their process. This of course negatively impacted my progress. It stripped the fun and enjoyment out of drawing. And now that I'm back with more time and energy, I'm still doing the same thing, constantly thinking drawing equals recording equals a YouTube video. But I guess now that I am directly facing myself and you guys, I guess I'll just stop doing that. I need to open my eyes, search for my enjoyment, and truly work on improving my quality and feeling the passion I once felt. Quality is more important than quantity. And if that means bringing less videos to you but with a content filled with passion, then so be it. After all, if the outcome is poor engagement either way, then I'd rather enjoy what I'm creating instead of feeling obliged. I mean, it must be my passion for drawing that reached to you and made you join this channel to start with. I want to rediscover my passion. I want to stay true to you, get inspiration from you and inspire you in return. I don't want to be consumed by numbers. I want to enjoy drawing once again. I want to feel free from all those restraints. I'm not saying I have given up on this channel, nor am I saying that I'll stop uploading. After all, there is a good number of you guys always on the look for my latest content, and I am very thankful to you guys. It's just that I don't want to live in the constant pressure of having to upload regularly. I think sticking to an upload schedule was never for me anyway. It always stresses me out, and that ends up degrading my quality. I want drawing to be my stress reliever, not a source of stress. So I want to take my time to reflect on this and give myself the right to gather myself together, and hopefully I'll be back with better content. Thank you so much if you have watched this far. It's a relief to let it out and be honest with you. Thank you for always supporting me. I can't tell you how much I appreciate that.